Hi, welcome to this Hasman video. I'm Jack Friend and today we're going to be talking about access panel installation. The doors we're going to be using are supplied by Duct flange. They all come with an installation sticker. They've also got a removable chain, which is really helpful if you're installing a panel above your head. And they've also got a really good quality seal on the front and back, and the tabs are nice and easy to bend over when you're installing them.
Installing panels into the base of the duct can be tricky. This is where a sticker comes in useful. Some access panels are sold with a fixed chain, meaning that the door will hit you in the face when you're marking up inside the tabs. Using a sticker is far easier, especially when installing in an overhead position.
The first thing we're going to need to install our access panel is a drill. And depending on the cutting tool that we choose, we're either going to need a standard drill bit or we may want to use a cutting comb, depending on how big a hole we have to create. Now with this sticker, we have got a cut line, but you do have a margin for error around the outside. So I normally drill my holes quite close to the corners, and it doesn't matter if my holes overlap the sticker at all. Okay. Now you may do all four corners or you might just do opposites. Now you may choose to use a jigsaw. The advantages of this is you don't need a very large hole to get the blade in, and you can be quite precise with your cuts. The problems with this are noise and your blades might snap, so you always have to carry a few spare blades. But if you're doing a lot of these, you might want ear protection on. Now if you don't want to use a jigsaw, you may want to use a nibbler or a shear. But the problem with these tools is you can't get them in through the small drill bit hole. So you'd need to drill larger holes into the corners to use these tools. Once you've drilled larger holes, you'll be able to put the nibbler inside to cut through the metal. Now, the good thing about this one from Makita is you can actually adjust the angle of the cutting head. So if you're in a ceiling void and you're obstructed by pipes or you're close to the ceiling line, you can actually change the position that you're cutting using the tool. The only issue with the nibbler is it does produce a lot of waste, which I'll show you when I'm cutting along this side. So my personal preference is this shear from Bosch. You can get all types of shears, but the problems with the straight shears is you can't turn them very easily. This type of tool, you can actually do curved cuts. The only issue is it's got quite a large cutting head. So as you can see here, I've had to make my corner hole a bit larger to get the tool in to start cutting. But once it's inside the duct, I can turn it around really easily and it doesn't generate any waste when I'm cutting. So as you can see, it was very easy to remove the rest of the waste using the shear. And when I compare the cuts I did with the jigsaw and the nibbler, they're a lot rougher and sharper than the ones formed with the shear. Now this is going to be covered by the frame, but when you're cutting into circular ductwork, if you're leaving a raw edge, then it's just a bit smoother when using a shear. Now that my hole is cut, I'm just going to pop on my frame, and as I said earlier, I can just fold these tabs over nice and easily with using my fingers. Now, just to ensure that the door is really airtight, I'm going to use the crimping tool to just fold them over tighter than I could do with my fingers. Thank you for watching this video. All of the tools we've used you can find in the link below. If you're after any access panels, feel free to visit our website or give us a call, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube page.